Remember again, this is the first Soccer World Cup in the continent of Africa. I want to find out from you, other than other countries, other African countries that are playing, trying to qualify for the South Africa Soccer World Cup, I want to find out from you the dynamism of other African nations, neighboring African countries, you know, Zimbabwe, Zambia, Cameroon, big African nations like Nigeria. What is their dynamism? How are they contributing to this effort of South Africa hosting the first Soccer World Cup in Africa?
You know that for FIFA's events this year in 2009, we had the Confederations Cup in South Africa, you had the Under-20 World Cup in Cairo in Egypt, and now Under-17 World Cup has just started in Nigeria. So we are working with those organizing committees of the Under-17 and Under-20 World Cup, and we expect them also to come and work with us in South Africa. As far as the African continent is concerned, there are different programs. There is the 52 or 53 artificial pitches. In each African country, there will be an artificial pitch, and many of them are already there. Secondly, the 20 centers for 2010. Already one would be in Namibia, in Rwanda, in Mali, in Ghana, and in Kenya. The others must all be allocated to other African countries. Then you have the One Goal project for education. On the continent, you have about 40 million Africans without schools. So what the One Goal project wants to do, together with the British government, the French government, FIFA, and ourselves, is to, and the cost is about $11 billion US, to build the schools for 40 million Africans not in school today as we speak. So that is another major project. Then FIFA also put aside $120 million US for the training of various administrators, medical staff, so that they better serve football. And then through this 20 centers for 2010, there will be education, environmental education, health promotion, HIV and AIDS, and other diseases that will be combated through these centers. So there are various initiatives.
Since these proximities are close to each other, and you talked about the various programs, you know, like initiatives like education, training, is there any aspect in terms of the developmental aspect that I know that FIFA is engaging in Africa? Is there anything that this Soccer World Cup, is there anything that is being done towards African sports media? Is there any preference, you know, is there any, I won't say preferential treatment, but is there any form of program for the African sports media to really educate them or give them the training or give them the ability to have ample coverage, you know, without comparing CNN, ESPN as we are in the West, I mean, in the Western world?
The challenges that you know in the African continent is the quality or the lack of the quality of the broadcast infrastructure.
Yeah.
And so what the African Union of Broadcasters has done, and also the Southern African Union of Broadcasters, and we attended the meeting in Mozambique, in Maputo, is to look at the improvement of the infrastructure, because a lot of the infrastructure has been declining.
Absolutely.
Therefore, the quality of the pictures are very poor. So we were to work with those broadcasters in different African countries to improve the broadcast infrastructure, therefore the quality of the broadcast. From a football perspective, also, it has commercial value, because the commercial partners, the sponsors, will not invest money where they see the picture they can hardly see whether it is their logo or not.
Absolutely.
So it has that consequence.
Absolutely.
And we have also encouraged many South African companies in African countries to invest or support football in those countries.